Welcome to Best Year Ever Reviews. I am your host, Jesus Gonzalez, and with me is the Tiefling Hex Warlock, Casey Glenn.
Take it. Hi, Jesus.
Hi, Casey. What movie are we watching? Why did I give you this race and class?
Oh, okay. Why you gave me? I thought you were about to ask why you gave me this movie, and I was like, hell, if I fucking know. The movie we are reviewing today is Dungeons and Dragons, my favorite game of all time, Honor Among Thieves.
I feel like you would enjoy this game with the right people. This is a let's fuck around with like a few hours with friends. You didn't like this movie. You didn't enjoy this movie at all.
No, I did not enjoy this movie. I don't enjoy Dungeons and Dragons, mostly because of the time commitment that it is. If every Dungeons and Dragons session could last a max of 2 hours, nope, I might be more open to it. But the fact that it takes a whole afternoon of my precious free time, absolutely not. I could never do it.
I feel like once you start playing and getting into it, you're going to understand why. And you're going to be okay with it. But let's go into Letterboxd reviews. Our very own Casey Glenn, you give it 3 stars. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Marvel ass jokes in the year 2023. JFC, I don't understand this. Can you?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this made me understand why this movie wasn't as successful. Your review. Because I really like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I might put it in my top 4 if I'm in the right mood. And it's because I understand a lot of what they're saying in the movie. This is a movie that supposes that you understand D&D. You know what the decisions the players are playing behind the characters that we're looking at are happening. And there's a lot of nods that this is a D&D session. Like someone is playing these characters. And there's a DM and there's a lot of understanding in that sense. But at the same time, it is a PG-13 or PG movie, so they try to broaden the audience for this movie. So it is very tame. It's a very Marvel type of humor, but it's not edgy enough of how we play D&D. I think also there are better examples of D&D movies and TV shows and anime that are not necessarily D&D shows. Like Dungeon Meshi is obviously a D&D anime, but it's not associated to Dungeons and Dragons brand. Freerun is another one. So there's a lot of movies and anime and shows that are D&D inspired. I'm not counting Stranger Things because they're just not. They shoehorn the whole D&D thing into that show. So I think that's why it didn't succeed, because it tried to soften what makes D&D fun. Well, before we get into it, let's do background. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, with a budget of $150 million, box office of $208.2 million, so not great. Directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, edited by Dan Leventhal, starring Chris Pine as a human bard, Edwin Ed Darvis, Michelle Rodriguez as a human barbarian, Holga Kilgore, Justice Smith as a half-elf sorcerer, Simon Almar, Sophia Lillis as a tiefling druid, Doric, and Hugh Grant as a human rogue, Ford Fitzwilliam. Great villain.
One thing I want to call out, directed by 2 people, screenplay by 3 people.
Yeah. And it shows. I think this is what the 2 director thing, it makes sense. They're a team, that something that happens.
Yeah, sometimes it happens and it can be successful for sure.
But I think it was, they tried to appeal to too many people, and then it just didn't appeal to that many. This could have been great as an R-rated movie. So, Casey, what do you think about this movie?
So this is what I think is the central flaw of this movie. But I think it's accurate to D&D campaigns. At least the ones that I have bore witness to, and interacted with myself, which is no fucking character development. None of the characters change. They are just themselves throughout the entire thing. And then there's no, it's all the thing that they're trying to do is resolve a misunderstanding. There's no actual redemption arc because there's nothing to be redeemed. It is just plot. That's all it is. It's just a heist movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. I will disagree with campaigns are supposed to have character development. The campaign I'm playing now, my character's a core role monk, druid, multi-classing, and my backstory. The way Chris Pine's character tells his backstory is how a player would tell his backstory at a table, and my character's backstory is all his family was killed by this entity, and he's trying to first fix and rescue people and try to be a good force, but then realizes that, you know what, death is inevitable, so I will lead into it. So my character is slowly becoming maybe not evil, but more comfortable with death and decay and doing whatever death wants to do. So it's a character development towards evilness, not necessarily goodness. But there is supposed to be some evolution of the character in campaigns, story-wise. But you're correct. There wasn't a lot of character development in any of the characters. They pretty much stay where they started. And it is a big flaw that I don't like from movies.
Yeah. But overall, this movie, once again, truly like a heist movie, right? Like,
yeah.
Gang tries to steal something, not successful for them. Some end up in prison, some end up getting out of it. And guy gets reunited with daughter. Daughter hates him because she's been lied to. Then they try to get all the parts that they need to be able to get the thing that they need to make the daughter not hate him anymore. And then, yay! And Hugh Grant signed up for this, which is crazy.
I think he did great. I think he did a great villain.
He did great. I just want to know why he does this shit. Because, like, I know that, like, God, what was the movie that he was... What is it? The Christmas movie where he does the dance scene in his underwear.
I don't know.
Where it's the popular gif of him, like, shimmying down the hall.
I don't think I've seen this movie or the gif.
Oh, no, you've absolutely seen this fucking gif. He's not in his underwear. I think that's a different movie where he's in his underwear. But just Hugh Grant dancing. It's that one.
Okay. Sure.
But he, like, famously talks about how much he hated doing this. And he was, like, an asshole while they were filming this. Because he was like, this is not him. He doesn't like doing this.
He didn't understand what he was doing. And I could really see that.
But yeah, but then he signed up for this movie. And I'm like, what are you doing? You don't like fun. Which is fine, because I don't really like fun either. So, like, I don't know. I just think that's crazy. I think the most interesting part of this movie was, and like, here's the thing. And I think whenever this movie came out, you and I actually did talk about it, because I had one fundamental question, which is like, is there a vibe that this is a campaign that is actually being played by people? And you say yes. After watching this movie, I actually strongly disagree with you. As somebody who, like, doesn't regularly play D&D, I don't get the, like, this just feels like I'm watching a campaign. But, like, there might be, like, some nods to, like, people like you, right? Which is fine.
That's the thing about this movie, is that it was so niche on how they explain that only if you're into D&D and are playing it regularly, you're gonna get it. Like I said, the way Chris Pine talks about his backstory, that's how you introduce your character in a campaign. There's always a tragic kind of story, and then there's always a reason why you have to do the hero's journey and leave your place of comfort. So that's kind of like the thing. That initial scene with Jonathan without a croca, the bird person. I just want you to imagine, I am Chris Pine, I'm the bard. Sparks is Holga, the barbarian. And we are imprisoned, and we need to get out of this prison. And that's all we know. And I'm a high charisma, so I'm doing all this explanation. And all Gaitan is a DM, and he is all the other characters. He is telling the story, and he is Jonathan and the Dragonborn, all of the other characters, right? So he knows he has to get us out of the prison. We don't know that. So me and Sparks concoct this very elaborate plan to escape with the potato and all that. And that's why we're looking. Oh, we know there's another Krokra. He's not there. Fuck, our planet's fucked. But we need that guy because we're going to fly out. And Gaitan already decided that he's going to pardon us. We don't know that. So there's always this overcomplication of us arguing. And then it turns out it didn't matter because we were going to escape anyway. Same thing when they're in the bridge where the paladin Sander guy has explained this overcomplicated puzzle to cross the bridge. And then the guy just steps on it and it collapses. Like, that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, any good DM will tell you that if they over plan a thing, the party's going to do something completely different.
You're right. However, my point still stands where it's like, this is just a campaign and we are taking the sole output of this campaign. It doesn't feel like there are people rolling like to make these moves or decisions.
They
and like
are
a
rolling.
roll but like it doesn't feel like I never got that vibe. Like this is just the after effect of like the campaign itself.
I understand, and that's why I'm saying, like, I think he was talking to two very different people that were trying to unite the audience, and it just failed.
Yeah.
It's still like I still love this movie because I understand it, and I enjoy the humor. I enjoy the nods. Each round is 6 seconds. Like when you go around the table and they do an action for a combat, it's 6 seconds, roughly. At the end, when they're all fighting the one evil wizard, and you see the camera kind of panning and you see all the characters throwing things, doing their thing to the wizard, that shot lasts 6 seconds. That's how much it lasts. There's a lot of round shots that last 6 seconds, so even that's kind of like a nod to that. But those are things that I learn after researching and looking at things that you miss, Easter eggs, blah, blah, blah. So I get it why it's not that obvious there. So I understand why.
So my original point that I've been trying to make, which is I wish they would have shown, like, I wish we would have gotten out of the campaign and we saw the people that were playing it. I think that would have made this movie far more interesting and also a lot funnier to me. Like if I saw people like during the Jonathan scene, like at the very start, and we like zoom out and we see the people around the table and they're fucking fighting about like, how the fuck do we get out of the situation? I thought that would have been way funnier. Like, and maybe it would have been far more complicated to do the in, the out, the in and the out. And like, you would have had to have a dual plot going on, but I think it would have been a far more interesting movie, like to see like the duality of like the campaign and the people playing the campaign. All we saw was the campaign.
Yeah, you're just talking about Jumanji.
Yeah, great.
I think it's a different kind of movie, and I think, yes, that would have been more enjoyable for the audience. I would have gone the exact opposite way. I would have gone, this is a straight up fantasy movie. This is Lord of the Rings. And there's no nods. There's no because there was a lot of that. So I think that taking more. Hopefully, there's a Netflix D&D show coming up. Hopefully, that's more leaning to high fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
We're just taking, because all of the setting, the names, the characters, the items, they're all D&D lore. They all like Gaita could take us right now to meet the characters in the movie if he wanted to. So just take the names, just do the lore. Just there's a lot of things to be inspired by, and just do a straight up earnest movie that's high fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think that could have also been really good. I think it also would have done wonders for D&D had they shown somebody as attractive as Chris Pine playing D&D. Like, I think that really could have improved that for them. if they had gone the other way as well. But here we are with this movie. It also feels like it was written back in like 2010, and then they just now made it.
Yes,
and
that was a long development cycle.
Yeah, and I'm like, we didn't think about rewriting the script a bit.
This was heyday Marvel movie. You're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you. I understand why you don't like it. I still love it.
Yeah.
I will still give it 4.5 stars.
Yeah. This is, God, I keep trying to, what is the movie?
28 dresses, whatever. No,
this is your practical magic. And that's okay.
Yeah. Hey, it's Practical Magic. It's not a great movie, but I don't know why you enjoy it. Same.
Yeah.
2 awards. So we got 3 awards: Best Actor Ever, Worst Actor Ever, Best Scene Ever. Casey, Best Actor Ever. Please give me one.
No, here's the thing. I think, I don't know how to pronounce this guy. The guy that was in Bridgerton.
Sander, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought Chris Pine was great. I thought Hugh Grant was great. The Simon was great. Justice Smith.
Justice Smith.
The other guy, that's not who I was talking about. Roger Jean Page as Zinc. He was great. I thought.
Question for you. This is a discussion that I had with Nidia. Do you think Zen was the DM playing a character, or was he a guest player who just comes into one session, takes his role way too serious, and just goes away walking in the distance?
He read to me as a DM character.
Okay.
Yeah. What did Nidia say?
Same.
Yeah.
I kind of went back and forth between a DM character and a guest star. Yeah. Because sometimes guest star will talk to the DM and they'll have some plot points that they need to deliver. So
that's fair.
That's kind of what I was thinking of. But I thought it was really funny when she just walks away in a straight line. And apparently that was real. They didn't tell the actor cut. He just kept walking.
That's good. That's very funny. But you know what? For Best Actor Ever, I'm not going to give it to Hugh Grant because I think he did great. I still don't understand why he signed up for this movie. I'll give it to Chris Pine. I love Chris Pine. I think he's fantastic in everything he does. I think he's truly a brilliant actor. I want to see him in more things.
Yeah.
And so I give it to him out of love. Truly.
Yeah. Same, Chris Pine. He did a great part. Another thing that I think failed in this movie is that bards are magic. They have spells. He never did a spell. And he didn't really do anything other than punch with the lute. So, they should have given him a little bit more, too. Worst actor ever?
Sophia Lillis. Truly horrendous.
Same.
So bad.
She felt nervous the whole time.
Yeah.
As an actor, she felt like she was trying to not sweat.
Or trying to really keep it cool. Yeah.
Also, you can't wild shape into 7 different animals unless you're level 20. And if she's a level 20 druid, actually, that wouldn't be part of the campaign.
Damn, there you go. The owlbear was probably the best part, and that's my millennial coming out. I did really like the owlbear.
Which you can't wild shape into a monster, and technically an owlbear is a monstrosity, not a beast. So you can only wild shape into beasts, so that's also not allowed.
Yeah, so it sounds like this movie is just getting worse and worse, huh?
There is a thing called there is a thing called the rule of cool, and the DM was like, "All right, I'll allow it. That's cool. That's a cool idea. It's not technically allowed, but cool."
What does Guy Tan think of this movie?
I'm not sure. I will ask him. I will record the answer. I'm curious.
I'm very curious.
I don't think they liked it that much. I have the sense that my fellow D&D players who are 10 years older and up So I don't think it was for them either, which is again why it kind of failed. They tried to appeal to you and failed.
I don't think they tried to.
Well, to you as in person who might be interested in D&D, but it's not right now. And you're kind of the age range. You're in the end of it, but you are kind of the age range that they were trying to appeal.
I guess so. Except that then they had that humor. That humor is not going to appeal to anybody in my age demographic.
I think 10 years ago they would have, so that's you're correct.
Exactly,
that,
yeah. This movie reminds me a lot of Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you. Best scene ever.
Best scene ever. I'll probably give it to whenever, like, and then the bridge falls, and, like, I think anything where they had, like, Zinc in it, like, I thought, like, he was a character that made the movie far more interesting, and I think it was a disservice to the movie to not have him around more.
Because he was playing it straight. He was in the world, and all the other characters were players.
Yeah.
And the druid, the Lily, whatever the actor's name, she's the player who is not acting. Some players don't like to act. Some players will just do there for the combat. And she was great at combat. So, yeah, no, you're right. I'm gonna go one scene. That's maybe the same scene, but I'm gonna get to the Shawi dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried. It reminds me so much of my cat. I mean, we're trying to make her lose some weight because she's fat. And it just kind of reminds me of my cat. So, chubby dragon. I did appreciate all the different types of dragon. They had a black dragon who spills acid, the red dragon, and a copper dragon. But yeah, there's so many, and I have notes of the things that are kind of adjacent to playing the D&D campaign, but yeah, you can at one point see in the labyrinth the old school 80s cartoon characters. Yeah, like that's for me. Mm-hmm. So, Casey, solely based on this movie was 2023. I was going to say 2010. 2023, the best year for movies. I know. I'm not even trying to convince you. I'm going to give it a yes, honestly. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
again, this is a short format review. We didn't go scene by scene, but we are going to post these on YouTube. We do post them a week earlier on Patreon. Please join our Patreon. I have some chats going on there. I'm talking to myself mostly in our one Patreon. Hi, Casey's aunt. But we're there, and I'll be posting some more behind the scenes. And once I figure out how to do discounts on our merch, we'll also be posting in discounts for our merch. If you want to support a best year ever hat, stickers, shirts, we have hoodies, we have stuff. So next week, we're going to do another review. I'm going to give Casey the choice for next week. Not sure which review we're going to do, but it'll be fun. Until next week. Bye.
Bye.
Four-star review. This went so fucking hard for no reason. I disagree. It could have been harder. 3.5-star review. Massive win for Short Kings. What's a Short King on this one? Everyone was tall. Is Chris Pine short?
No, it's the guys that Holga was into.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, because they're halflings, they're not necessarily short. They're, but yeah.
Why did he kill the mailman again?
How surprised? Shut up. How surprised were you to see what's the name?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
I was shocked for a half second, then I thought about the rest of the people they got in this fucking movie, and I was like, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
3 stars and a half. This is what Marvel thinks it is. And 3 stars and a half. Exactly like a real D&D campaign. Everyone has max charisma and no other useful skill. This is true. I'll end with this one. 3 stars and a half. The image of a crisp pine color on glitching and slowly melting will haunt me till the day I die.